On some rainy afternoons, all I want is to sit quietly by the window, watching the world pass by, and listen to how weary my heart has become. Sometimes, I don't need anyone beside me. I just need to be acknowledged that the loneliness in love is real, and it hurts just like any other loss. There are evenings when I sit quietly, gazing at the city lights, feeling an emptiness like never before. It's not because I'm missing someone, but because, despite being with someone, I no longer feel loved. That kind of loneliness, that's what truly scares me. People often fear being alone, but I don't. Being alone can be peaceful. It's being in a relationship where the feeling of being lost grows larger every day. That's what drains my heart. I once thought love meant always being together. But then I understood, being together doesn't mean understanding each other. There are days when I sit beside the one I love, yet the distance between our hearts feels longer than a lifetime. The greatest sadness isn't when I have no one to lean on, but when I have a shoulder to rest on, and yet it isn't warm enough. Loneliness in love, sometimes, is more painful than the days I spent alone. Lord, if you are listening, please show me the way back to myself. I've wandered too far in relationships that made me forget the true value of my own heart. Not everyone has the courage to leave a cold relationship. But I choose to let go, not because I've stopped loving, but because I no longer want to pretend that I'm okay when my heart is full of cracks. Being alone doesn't mean emptiness. Sometimes, it's the most precious time to learn how to love myself again. No one can make me feel whole if I still believe I'm not worthy of happiness. We may love each other, but that doesn't mean we have to stay together. Because if my presence beside you only makes us both more tired, then letting go is the kindest way to preserve the love still left. God doesn't need to appear in light or miracles. He just needs to be there, in the moment I fall, and remind me that not all the good things are found in someone else. There are nights when I lie next to the one I love, yet my heart feels empty. No words, no tender glances. That silence makes me realize, love is not enough if there's no true presence. I used to fear being alone. But then I feared more, losing myself just to keep someone. I don't want to turn into a sad and depleted version of myself because of love. No one is born to be forever alone, but no one deserves to be hurt in love. If a relationship makes me feel small, then leaving is not weakness. It's the choice of someone who dares to love themselves the right way. Not every parting is a loss. Sometimes, leaving a lonely relationship is the way to return to yourself. If you've ever sat alone amidst invisible wounds, trust that peace is waiting for you, in a very gentle corner of life. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this emotional journey. I'll see you again on another rainy afternoon, where our hearts no longer have to force themselves to be strong.